My husband male 33 wants me female 33 to dress more, revealing I am not oop. Oop he is you football friends 1 originally posted to our relationship advice. My husband male 33 wants me female 33 to dress more, revealing trigger warnings. Internalized misogyny and body image issues. Original post February 27, 2026. Husband and I have been together 15 years, and throughout our relationship, I have been a conservatively dressed frumpier woman. My clothes look good on me, but it is a lot of looser fits, high necklines, sweaters, etc. I am also the mom of a toddler. Recently my husband and I went shopping with my younger sisters, who are in their mid-20s and are skinny and single. They bought stuff that suited their lifestyle, short skirts, low necks, flashy, etc. It all looked great on them. My husband kept encouraging me to try on that kind of stuff, and I politely declined. Later he told me that he would love it if I showed more skin, at least at home if not out and about. We live in the Midwest, and I am cold about 9 months of the year, so I am always completely covered and wrapped in a blanket to boot. I laughed this off thinking he was just being silly, but he was very serious. We do not have the greatest sex life, being together so long and having a toddler. But it is not terrible, and I do take off my clothes at that time, just not every day. I told him that scandalous clothes simply do not fit my lifestyle, but he keeps insisting I try it. I am a larger woman, and the clothes he admires simply would not work for me. I am wondering if I should just ignore his request, or have another talk with him. Compromise somehow. What's the best way forward? TL Dr. Husband wants middle-aged wife to dress more, revealing wife is uncomfortable. Editor's note: please note that many of Oop's responses were downvoted, but they provide more details. Relevant comments. Commenter 1: that's really, really sad. Perhaps you need to reevaluate some things and invest in mental health support. Oop, I like my life. It is just tiring, and being tired makes me feel middle-aged. It is not deeper than that. Commenter 2: of course, it's deeper than that. No 33-year-old describes themselves as middle-aged. Your husband sees a problem, and is trying to get his young, sexy wife back. Oopie, this is the thing. I have always dressed and looked this way. He's never had a young, sexy wife. He's had a more elegant, casual, conservatively dressed wife. Commenter 3: you called yourself frumpy and always wrapped in a blanket. That's not elegantly casual. Oopie lol, I guess my work leaving the house attire is different from home attire. I am cold. I have to stay warm in the house. It is either blankets, sweatsuits, or a very thick robe. Commenter 4: are you leaving the house often? Is your low in daycare, or are you mostly at home taking care of them? Oopie, we both work. I have hobbies that involve me leaving the house as well. Commenter 5: do you and your husband go on date nights where you dress up? You do not need to dress in a way that's antithetical to your style or comfort, but it sounds like he may be expressing some desire for less frumpy middle-aged bundle mode, and a bit more wife mode. How would he characterize your sex life? Not great but not terrible is not exactly a ringing endorsement in the first place, but I suspect he might lean more towards terrible than great in his own estimation. Being parents of a toddler is hard, and that's why it is extra important to make sure you are nurturing the relationship as well, not just the parent side of things. That includes intimacy. Sounds like you two need to have an honest talk about your not great sex life, and how to work on feeling more physically connected. And yay, that might occasionally mean turning up the thermostat a bit, and putting away the sweats. Oopie, dress updates: not often, but when we go I have nice modest clothing that I wear. Our sex life is not great. His sex drive is lower than mine. I have gotten used to it. Commenter 6: I think self-describing yourself as a conservatively dressed frumpier woman makes your husband's request sound a lot more reasonable to me. Leave the toddler out of it. You have been together for 15 years, and only had a toddler for maybe 3 years. That's roughly 12 years of being frumpy. No wonder your sex life suffers. Your husband wants you to be sexier, but you have basically given up. Certainly there is some middle ground between what you consider scandalous and frumpy. There has to be a way that you can show off a little for your husband and still feel comfortable. Oopie, I feel that he knows how I dress. It has been consistent for years. Why change now, especially now that I am running around a toddler and am definitely older? I want to appease him, but showing skin is not practical in the winter, and tight outfits show off the postpartum body in ways I do not like. I do not know how to honor his request and feel comfortable. Oop needs to get therapy to deal with her unresolved issues that she has. Oop, I have been to therapy and have focused a lot on decentering my looks and the pressure to be sexy. Embracing the things I do like about myself and leaving behind what I do not. Commenter 733 is in T middle-aged. Why not buy some sexy lingerie for his eyes only instead, and be proactive about wearing it to bed and initiating? Oop, he does not.